Whew. Hey there and welcome back. So this is Saturday's video. Now, I have kept with what I was going to say of doing a video every day from Tuesday to Saturday. So if you've made it this far, you're a legend. Well, thank you. Especially if you've watched all of them. Right, so today, as you know, for various reasons, I've not been in the loft to work on my own layout for a while. I'm not gonna go back into it. If you want to go back and watch the videos I explaining things and what have you, then you'll see from there. So two things. One, I'm going to be doing some bits and I'm going to show you, because I've had an absolute brilliant tip from a subscriber. Now, where's it gone? Now, I don't like to mention names for obvious reasons, but you know who you are. And they told me about these. Now, these pens are paint pens. They are relatively fine with the tips, and they are fantastic for doing lines, like road lines, things like that. And if you will have seen or watched the fire station diorama that I did, then that's what I used to do the lines with and the little people and all that sort of stuff with. So yeah, so absolutely brilliant. So we're going to be showing you about doing this today. Now, I will show you little bits what we're doing, and I'm going to be putting some stuff down, and that's not how it's going to stay, because I'm just going to put them down, see what they look like, and then obviously when you get stuff you trim it down, make it go a bit further and what have you. But yeah, I just want to see what it looks like for today. So we are going to be putting some bits down, but what I'm not going to do, and it's something that, I mean, I can't speak for every YouTuber out there, but I did watch one YouTuber, and he actually made a really good point. Because obviously I'm doing this for YouTube, hence why I'm recording. Hi. They said about, don't lose track of enjoying the hobby, what you do. And it's kind of right in a sense, because I'll see something, I'll think, oh yeah, no, that's dead cheap, that'll make a cool little video. And sometimes I forget to just enjoy doing the hobby myself. So I am going to show you bits, I am going to show you what I've been doing. So this is kind of like a layout update, because I know it's been a while, but for the most part I'm not going to record. I'm just going to enjoy building my layout, and I don't have many trains up here, like I said, because I've not been up here much. I've only like got the one like little large tank engine sort of thing. But what I am going to do is I might just run the train round a little bit towards the end. I am going to show you a few bits, but for the most part I'm just going to, for a few hours, while I'm able to do so, I'm just going to enjoy what I'm doing. I'm going to enjoy the reason why, I like doing this hobby to start off with. So let me show you a couple of bits, and then I'll show you where the current layout is up to, just as like a reminder. And then yeah, I'm just going to enjoy doing a few little bits. So hopefully you like this bit of a like update, kind of like a building bit, and yeah, see what you think. Okay, so let's come and have a look. Right, so as you can see, we've got a load of people to put down, and these are the Pico. So I've got the passenger standing set A and B, but not all of these are going to go on a platform. Some of these are quite modern, happy to go on just like walking around sort of thing. As you know, I like my animals, so I've got a pack of dogs, so these need trimming off to put down. And if you remember me showing you, we have these benches to go down as well. And yeah, they're really going to set it off. Now it says that these benches are, you know, for platforms, but they can go wherever you want them to. You know, it doesn't have to go just where you decide to put them. And also we have got these are fantastic. The plastic, you can kind of join them together. There's all sorts of different ones here, and yeah, I really like the idea of this. I see $5.99 and you get 4 sheets of this, so by the time you trim it down and cut out, you know, the bits where you need to go, you know, you're gonna go quite a long way with these. So I only had the 1 packet, but I've actually got 2 more because I really do like them. So just as a bit of an update, we've got a few bits like here. Yes, you've seen the Christmas decorations in the background. Oh, we've got a few more people here. These are like workers, no, like train workers sort of thing. So we're gonna may use them, we'll see. So we've got a bridge going over here. We've got our little like holiday homes looking straight out on the railway. We've got our couple of Scaledale buildings in the background. We've got a few more here. Like I said, we've got a couple of different buildings. As you can see, I've got a couple of the paving stones I've played around with a little bit already. Now that building there, fun fact, that is the very first building that I ever had on a layout. And my dad made that for me when I was about 8, 9, and I've still managed to keep hold of it. And no matter what railway I build or anything like that, if it's, you know, it's always going to be on a layout whether it looks right or not. So, you know, that's like a proper nostalgic bit for me. We've got our station in the background. Coming around, I've got a few little bits more here. So yeah, as you can see, you know, it's looking quite good. Apart from that person there who clearly can't drive. So right, okay, so I'm going to do a few bits. I will show you a few bits, and then yeah, let's see what it looks like. Right, so I'll tell you what, let's show you a shadow. Right, so here we have one of the pens. Now for this little bit here, I'm going to kind of carry on this like no stopping, no parking box. So what you're going to need is, now this obviously has been up in the loft, it's a little bit dusty, so I'm just going to use a brush just to clear any little bits out the way. And this is a really good bit. Do I have a top here? Yes. This is the good thing about this paint, what I've used. It gives a really good effect for a road, and it's quite easy to use the paint pens on with. Now as you can hear, you have to shake them away. You know, this is paint, so you will need to be careful. You will need to get some adult supervision. Let's just do this. We'll open these out the way. And the other thing that you may need as well is a ruler, or just some form of a straight edge. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a very, very technical piece of equipment, and I'm going to use a pencil. Right. So what you do with these is quite easy. You just spot it a few times like that, and as you can see, the paint starts to come out. If it does start to run out, go a little dry, then all you need to do is the same again, give it a little shake, and it comes out. But as you can see there, just off the screen, yeah, just about, yeah, you can just about see that. And I'll draw the first line here. So what I'm going to do now, I understand people may cringe at using a pencil. However, the pencil, I know, is straight. You've got a good flat edge to hold on to it, and because that you have, as you can see there, you've got the quite thick plastic here, you can actually use that as a good line against the pencil to set yourself up. And I will show you properly to one side. So I've got that lined up where I want to carry it on. I've got my pencil nice and straight. I'm just going to follow the line, and there we go. So again, I'm going to start this where I want it to, pop the pencil up against it, And trust me, I know this is by no means perfect. It may not be perfectly straight, so to those who it matters that it's perfectly straight, I apologise, but I don't really mind. You know, it's a fun hobby to do. You do it however you want it. So we're going to continue using the pencil. I'm going to draw some more box lines like this. Carrying on. Now this one, I'm going to use the edge here just to freehand slightly, because you see Bob, who was drawing these lines originally, he had a couple of swigs last night and he's not feeling so good this morning. That is nothing against anybody with the name of Bob. I just like using that name for any reason, and I am by no means insinuating that people called Bob are drunk all the time. Just a big disclaimer, just in case. So, oh dear. Yeah, I'm having a daft half hour, so you'll have to excuse me. So a few more lines. Using, and the good thing with this, just lifting the edge up too, and then let's do a few more lines on here. Absolutely perfect. Now, to be fair, yes, I understand that on the correct side of the road I don't really need to draw a box line on, but however, I just want to do the whole thing, and then we're going to join these lines together. And as we know, with British roads, they are by no means perfect whatsoever. So the fact that this looks a bit weird and a bit wonky is perfectly in keeping with our lovely British roads. And there we go. Now, yes, I understand it is not perfect. It's not exactly like these are done here, but I don't care. I love how this looks. So, as you can see, we've got a great little bit here, and these pens are fantastic. And actually, this is kind of like a good thing to go off, because as you can see with the thickness of the line there and the thickness of the line with on this pre-printed part, you know, it looks pretty good. So so yeah, these are absolutely fantastic. And the pack that I got, now it was expensive. Well, I think it's expensive anyway. It was about £20, but as colours go, we've got the white, we've got a white, we've got yellow, we've got a white, we've got a red, green, blue, pink, purple and a black as well. So all these lovely colours. You can still use all these for various things on your layout. I even use them for like labelling parts up in boxes for when I'm doing my lights and all sorts. So yeah, it's absolutely perfectly fine. So just moving a couple of bits out of the way. Ooh. And as you can see, I'm really made up with that. So what we're going to do, we're going to carry on, we're going to do some more, doing it exactly the same way. We're going to use the white for in the road, obviously for the main markings down the road, and yeah, we'll carry on and we'll do some more bits, and we'll come back to you. We'll give you a bit of an update where we've put things, and yeah, see what you think. So right, join us again in a little bit. Right, so I've had a couple of hours up here, and yeah, let me show you what I've been up to. So we've started by adding a load of the little men. Now I already had these, which as you can see we've got the cleanup crew working on the lovely tank engine there. We've got a couple of guys on the station, and we've put some of the benches there as well, and that looks really, really cool. So I might do like a little bit of like photos, a little bit of a flyby with this. We have got lining done here, like a don't park red box. Go to the pub, we've got our deliveries only. And our main street now is looking really, really good. I said I've not done all because I need to still figure out this bit here. I'm having trouble deciding what to do with that area, but yeah, it'll come in time. And then coming down here, we've got our roundabouts, car parking spaces. We've got someone in the pub garden who just let the dog out. Guy's walking his dog. Really like this one. People on the high street. See, we've gone more with the lining. We've also got more figures now on the platforms. So yeah, I mean, it does seem like I've not done a great deal for an hour and a half. But obviously taking the time and getting everything right, you know, it does take a little bit. So, yeah. So let me know what you're thinking, how it's going on with it so far. So like a bit of a catch up and everything. But really enjoyed, you know, and running a couple of trains around as well. So, with that being said, Saturday's video. Thumbs up, like and subscribe if you would, that would be absolutely wonderful. And as always, we shall see you in the next video.